Alright, so it's been forever since I read the first book in this trilogy, the Soul, which is the Keeper's trilogy. The first one was Soul Keeper. And this is David Dalglish Forage into Grimdark. So, well, I'll be damned. I've been looking for that one. We went to London recently and we knew we had a file somewhere. Alright. That's where I guess where it was. So, the only other series I've read by David Dalglish is Shadow Dance series, except for the Cloak and Dagger one. And so, here we are with The Keeper. And this is of course the second one in this trilogy. And let me just say, this is an epic cover, especially in comparison to the old one. So the original, like the first book, The Soul Keeper, the cover was Devin standing with some magic from him, and that's about it. Now we have, I assume still Devin, fighting, I don't remember his name, the bad guy, the raven person thing. And it's awesome. Still, the magic return, serve the monsters, remove that. Remove this. Remove the USA Today best-selling author. Just a Ravenclaw, David Dalglish, and I would be perfect. This cover would be everything I would want in this book. Now, other than this, it is a grimdark book. However, Dalglish himself described it as Hopedark or something like that in an interview. The idea is the entire book is grim, but it's littered with hope. People are fighting. It doesn't feel like we're just gonna die, but it definitely feels like we are in problems and we might or might not have a chance. And for the first half of the book, it really feels like the entire story is revolving around the attack on the poorest part of town, and it's awesome. I love that half. I think it is the best half of the book. I love the intricacies we learn with how the church works with the magic, how, what's his name again? What he's called, the magician from the first book. I don't remember his name right now, but he was also amazing. And just in general, I think the first half was good. My favorite part is probably the Dirk, like his part of the story. It is so cringy, awkward, and I just, especially the scene where he held the woman's hand. I'm really bad with names. He held the hand of the priestess, and I don't remember, Adria. And then he's like, we held hands. She didn't pull her hand away. And then the chapter ends with like, and he had a heart on or something like that. Like, it's just so wrong, so bad. I love it though. I think it's awesome. It's perfect in all the wrong ways. Now, whenever I think back to Soul Keeper though, and I want to get back on that, I always think of it as a YA book, and it's not. And that is this. It is grimdark for I guess new adult would be the genre, but somewhere between YA and this one is definitely for adults. So probably new adult, which is so weird to think about because I keep thinking of it being a YA, but even the first chapter with I think it was the murdering that happened in there, like the description of that really just made me realize, oh, this is not just a YA book as I recall. And the book follows like multiple POV characters, just like the first book did, but this time, especially the first half, does not follow Devin very much. He really is relegated, and we have a way bigger focus on Adria, Dirk, Tess Marie, Malik, and Tommy. Especially Tommy. Tommy definitely feels like the main character of this. And then of course we have the Raven people, like their entire storyline. And it's really odd because Devin is my favorite character in this. Devin and Tess Marie. And I don't know. I think it was just weird to read it like that. It wasn't bad, it was just weird. Now, what Douglas does really, really well, and that's like all the way from the start of this book, is the magical creatures, like the fairies, the raven people, the cat folk, the bunny people, and the like deer people thing. And what I love about it is the bunny people are like the most war hungry of them all. Like, he is not shying away from anything like that. Like, you would make the bunny people now, because they work with the cat tiger people, they'll be, oh, they're probably gonna be subservient. Oh no, they are badass motherfuckers, and I love it. I think it's awesome. It makes it a whole lot more fun. And then we get like Adria in ending the first half of the book by standing her ground for them invading her areas, but keeping the church alive. It's so good. And in the second half, we kind of have more of a almost diffuse point of POV, like storyline. Like, it doesn't feel as set what's gonna happen. It feels more like, okay, we finished what the first book set up, and now we have to set up for the third one, which in this case is because, cities going back, the ancient gods are moving around doing stuff. But still, there is a lot. It's just a bit more blurry once you read it. It's kind of weird to think about. I think that is my main critique of this book, is the second half is just so forgettable compared to the first. Whereas the first half just clear as day in my mind. Now, in the second half, what I really do like is the raven people, especially the old lady, and I don't remember her name, like her having to fight her like son and all that. I think that was so, it just works. It works so well. I couldn't find her name. I think that was definitely the highlight. And then I think the entire church part of Adria realizing how corrupt, how horrible, how absolutely disgusting the people in charge of the church are. And then she's like, we can do better. And in general, what I think is awesome is all the gods are clearly there, but what is going on? Like, why did the three sisters do what they do? And it's just, there's so many questions still, and I'm very excitedly confused, I guess you can say. So I am very excited for when the third book, because we do get one of the sisters at the end. But what is confusing and what's never really elaborated on is how the sisters are supposedly more powerful than the other gods, who were also created by the sisters, who then created all the other species and all that. Like, from that description, it sounds like the gods were the same, well, the sub-gods, I guess you could say, like the dragons and stuff, are on the same level as the humans when it comes to creation. And then all the other races are below, but that's not really how the book, like, it's weird. But should you read this book? Definitely. It is absolutely great. It has some awesome epic fight scenes. It has some great commentary on religion and like its role in society and the people in charge. There's some great commentary on prejudice and how, like, everything, people trying to work together, how that works. It's a super interesting story, and it is Hopedark. You can feel there's a lot of hope for humanity to weather the storm, for all the races to actually be able to unite in some way. But you also just feel quite a bit of hopelessness, because at the same time you're like, okay, we see multiple times there are possibilities of them all just living together, but you also see the refusal of the call, almost, like, in a way, from all the races and the humans. So I really think this is a book that is worth reading. Am I gonna pick up the third book though? Absolutely. I think you know, it is a trilogy. It's not the biggest book in the world. It's a pretty simple book. And Dalglish is one of my favorite authors in general. I think he excels very well in writing a lot of books. So definitely give this one a read if you read the first one. If you haven't read the first one, I can only recommend it. And also watch my review on that. Next time, we're going to be looking at L.R. Lamb's Dragonfall. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.